Welcome everyone. It is my great pleasure to introduce Swami Balabhadrananda ji. He's a very short visit, but this is a long time dream of mine that he would come here, because I know the Swami for a long time. We have a very close relationship. When I was in India, 1978 and 79, before joining, that Swamiji had just, maybe a couple of years earlier, joined at the Institute of Culture, and I was a constant visitor at the Institute of Culture that year, so I got to know him very well. And he looks the same and he acts the same. Now he has a very big position. He is the senior assistant general secretary of the order. But the same simple, sweet-natured young sadhu that I remember in those days, I see exactly the same. So it's really a great pleasure that he's here. I wish he could stay longer, but the Swamiji was blessed with initiation by one of the stalwarts of our order, a disciple of Swami Brahmananda, the Shuji Maharaj Swami Nirvanananda ji, and had a very long and close association with Swami Lokeshwarananda ji. Swami Lokeshwarananda ji loved him very much, and he was with him before joining in Narendrapur, and then joined at the Institute of Culture, so they were together for a long time, well over 20 years. How much? Yeah. Almost three decades, yeah. So he has a wealth of knowledge and information and stories and things about these Swamis. We haven't chosen a topic for him. I'll leave it completely up to him, but personally, I would love to hear a few things about these two great Swamis at least, and anything else that he wants to say. So Maharaj will turn everything over to you. He unfortunately has a little bit of a cold and a throat problem. Otherwise, he's a wonderful singer also. He could have sung something for us, but maybe next time he comes. So please, Maharaj, come.
Respected Atmogyanananda ji, dear Vashwatananda ji, other inmates of the center and devotees, respect to Revered Mataji also, and other devotees and admirers of the Vedanta center, this particular Vedanta center. As Revered Atmogyanananda ji has requested me to reminisce on Swami Nirvanananda ji and Lokeshwarananda ji, I'll try to do that briefly. As you know about Nirvanananda ji, it is there in the Eternal Companion, and the booklets that got published after Nirvanananda ji's passing away in 1984. There it is written that he had the good fortune, a little away, he had the good fortune of, not so much, I think, he had the good fortune of becoming a personal Shevak attendant of Swami Brahmanandaji Maharaj. Since our joining, we used to hear, even before our joining, we used to hear that he was blessed by Swami Brahmanandaji, that he would have Brahma Gyan. Now the problem with Ramakrishna Mission monks is this: they do not divulge anything, they do not talk about in public about any of their spiritual attainments. And if they have not had any spiritual attachment, they would never say that I have got this spiritual attainment. This is very good. This is the, what should I say? This is one of the strengths of the monks and nuns of the Ramakrishna order. This is the thing. This is not a matter to publicize. But regarding Nirvananandaji, it got public that he was blessed by Swami Brahmanandaji. Not only Brahmanandaji, later it was known, even Mahapurush Maharaj, Swami Shivanandaji, after Brahmanandaji's passing away, endorsed the same blessings. He said, Mahapurush Maharaj said, he wanted to have something done in a limited time frame, which looked almost impossible. But with Nirvananandaji was nothing impossible. If he says that I do it, all through his life he had accomplished that. So she did that. A porch was to be prepared, built within 3 or 4 days, so that Mahaprabhu said that sitting on that porch, I like to, the public celebration was in the offing 2 or 3 days after. I want to see the festival sitting on this porch. So he did it within 3 or 4 days, a small porch he got built up. And then Mahapurush Maharaj was so pleased with him, just said, Raja Maharaj blessed you that you would have Brahma Gyan. So I also bless you. That would come true. So this was known to us. I believe it was not only him who, after the direct disciples, had reached that ultimate state, but at least we got someone to be sure of, to point out that here is a person, here is a monk who has attained that supreme state. And we should also keep this in mind, not because of these blessings only. He attained that supreme state. His life all through matched, his life all through was such that we understand that surely he deserved these blessings from these 2 direct disciples. So how we have found him? We have come across him towards the fag end of his life. I got my initiation when I was a student. Lokeshanandaji was secretary of Narendrapur. I studied there, and every year he would call Nirvananandaji, and he would stay there for 3 or 4 months. And at that time he would give initiation. All through, when Lokeshanandaji was building that great institution, he would always seek advice of Nirvananandaji, and he had full support behind Lokeshanandaji's work at Narendrapur. So every day he would be called, he would be invited every year he would be invited by Lokeshanandaji, and he would gladly come and stay for a few months. And that is that there are many, almost all, there are many teachers, students and monks at Narendrapur who got initiation for Nirvananandaji. I also got initiation from him. You see, while our gurus are so powerful, that's to say that, that's to give some proof of that, I cite a personal experience. Myself and another student, another classmate, were very close friends. Actually, it was he who introduced me to Ramakrishna Vivekananda literature. One Dr. Chinmay Ghosh, he was a very famous person later. He became the director of Indira Gandhi Open University, now retired. Very brilliant students. So it was he who introduced me to Ramakrishna Vivekananda literature, and we'll talk among ourselves that we will be sadhu, etc. And we would together go to Nirvananandaji. Then, towards the end of our, as we are approaching the end of our graduation course, we found that that gentleman, my friend, is not going to Nirvananandaji often. He was rather avoiding Nirvananandaji. So one day I asked why it is that for the last 2 or 3 months I find that you are not coming to Nirvananandaji, especially when I got initiation. When I studied in 3rd year, at that time I got initiation. Especially after my initiation, I was inquiring with him this, that why are not you coming to Nirvananandaji nowadays? Then he wanted to say, you see, one day I went alone. Maharaji was seated alone. And Maharaji asked me, why have you come to me? I said, Maharaj, I have come to see you and offer my pranams to you. Then Maharaji said, intermittently, haltingly, why you have come? You do not belong to this place. You do not belong to this place. No, you do not belong to this place. Why have you come? No. You do not belong to this place. So after hearing that, and he told me that all these words he's saying, he's halting, pondering and saying, not that all on a sudden it is coming from him. So he said this, you do not belong to this place. Later, what happened with that gentleman? He was a nice boy, nice man, nice gentleman. He became nicely placed, and he was a good person also. His whole family got initiation from Mata Anandamayi. So they are of this kind. They could foresee. So this is one thing. And another thing, at that time I have joined already at Institute of Culture, and that was a Guru Purnima day. I am coming from myself, Purnatmanandaji, who is now head of Dhaka Center. He also joined he was also an ex-student of Narendrapur. He also joined at Institute of Culture when Lokeshwarandi was the secretary. He is senior to me by 2 or 3 years. So we are coming to Belur Math on that Guru Purnima day along with Lokeshwaranandaji to offer our pranams to President Maharaj, others as senior sadhus. That while coming, only a few days before that, Nirvananandaji was hospitalized. Not any serious thing, regular checkup. So while we are going to Belur Math, Lokeshwarandi said, we will not find Nirvananandaji at Belur Math. So while returning, we will drop at Shivapatistan to meet him, to offer our respects to him. But after reaching Belur Math, we came to know that previous evening he had returned. He had returned to Belur Math. So we went to Nirvananandaji's quarters as we were along with Lokeshwaranandaji, so we did not have to wait. Though it was not the stipulated hour for offering pranams by the brahmacharis or sadhus to Nirvananandaji, we could enter along with Lokeshwaranandaji. So we offered our pranams, touching his feet. And then Lokeshwaranandaji said, Maharaj, we are so fortunate. We thought that you would not be here, but you had come. Then he immediately, I would not have come. Thakur came to me. Sri Ramakrishna came to me last evening and said, why are you here? So many people will be coming tomorrow to see you, to offer your pranams. Immediately go to Belur Math. So coming out of the room, we talked with the secretary, Gyan Maharajji, and Gyan Maharajji said yes. From the evening, last evening, he got less. Thakur came. Thakur had asked me to go to Belur Math, so I'd go. But he didn't know whether it is Guru Purnima or not. But Thakur has asked him to come back. Thakur has said that so many people will come to see him, so immediately came. At least we can say, we are fortunate. I rate it like this, that at least we have seen a person who can say that, yes, Thakur came before me, Thakur talked with me. You see, Swamiji was moving out for that only. Is there anyone who has seen God? Though you are not moving out in that manner, it is our good fortune that you have seen at least someone who could see. Surely he was not the only one. He is not the only one. But this is very inspiring for everybody, each one of us. So on few occasions it has happened. On a few, it is not the only one. To Prabhupada also he said. One day Prabhupada would come to, offer his pranams every day. So one day he has come, and whenever he would come, he would talk with Maharaj. Maharaj also would love him very much because Prabhupada at that time was writing that biography on Raja Maharajji. So that day he said, Aaj khub ananda habe. Aaj khub ananda habe. There everybody will have much joy. Khub ananda habe. Why Maharaj? Aaj amar janmadin ki na, today is my birthday. But Maharaj will be totally oblivious of dates or the tithis or anything. Maharaj, how did you know that today is your birthday? Well, I did not know, I was sleeping fast. But Thakur came and Thakur pushed me. I again tried to sleep. Thakur again pushed me. Get up, get ready. It is birthday, it is your birthday. So many devotees will come to get ready. Take your breakfast, sit for receiving devotees, like this. So it used to be happen like this. And another day, that day also, it would be a special day, I forget now, probably Tithi, Janma Tithi of any direct disciple. So we went to Belur Math from Institute of Culture along with Lokesharananda ji. And as we find in the Gospel, Thakur mentions that the eyes of the realized soul is just like the birds hatching on the eggs. So eyes are open, but it is not seeing. The eyes are not seeing anything. So Nirvananda's eyes will be like that. It was clear that sometimes he would be in another plane. Sometimes he would talk with everybody. His eyes would register everybody, especially the children. The group of devotees are standing, very big shots. They have come with their family. So everybody used to wish that Nirvanananda we cast his glance on him only. But scanning everybody on a child, on that child his eyes will be fixed. So you talk with those children, etc. There was at that time TV has come newly, television has come newly in Kolkata. So one black and white small TV was there. So sometimes there will be children's program. Children are talking, dancing, and Maharaj will be so happy. He will call them, come to me. So after newsreader will read, and after finishing reading, at that time they would offer namaskar with folded hands, and Maharaj will also return that namaskar, just like a child. So one day you have come with Lokesharananda ji to Belur Math. Then Maharaj said, Lokesharananda ji is so very respectful and devoted to Nirvanananda ji. After offering pranam, he said, Maharaj, sometimes I feel the way you are seated now, I sometimes feel that I have a good photograph of you and I bind that and keep in my room. Just Thakur has said, that fell a joke. I can find in you that. So he was hearing that. He did not answer. Then he said, now only this concern, now I worry about only this. Like this, he placed his two hands like this. Now I worry only about this. Whose responsibilities I have taken on me, whether I would be able to liberate them. And it was something new to me. I never thought an old man, I thought this old man, what work he had, what anxiety or worries he could have. But an old man, our initiation, Guru gives our initiation. Those are so serious thing on their part also. So this old man, he had stopped giving initiation for long, and he says that now my only concern is that those I have initiated, whether I would be able carry out the responsibilities that I have taken. Then Maharajji said, Maharaj, surely you will be able to do that. Are not you like those big log about which Thakur has said in the Gospel? Small piece of wood, it cannot float. It can only, only can float, others cannot play. It cannot carry any. Even a sparrow, if sits on it, it gets drowned. But Bahaduri cart, big logs, they themselves can float and they can carry others also. So you are just like that big log, Bahaduri cart, as Thakur has said, as Sri Ramakrishna has said. So surely you will be able to liberate those. He was very happy, just like child, he was very happy. And he said, yes, I also think that amaro mone hoy je ami parbo. I also think like this, that I would be able to do that. So this is about Nirvanananda ji, that he was directly in communion with God or Sri Ramakrishna. And his passing away was almost like Raja Maharajji's in 1984. That day, from the early morning, everybody realized this, probably he would not survive this day. He himself declared, এই শরীরটা আজই চলে যাবে. This body will go up today itself. Doctor came to see him. How are you? He himself asked, how are you, doctor? Then towards the end, at evening, he would look at Thakur Mahaswamiji photograph of the holy trio there. So he fixed his eyes on them and gradually he passed away. So this is about Nirvanananda ji. And Lokesharananda also, towards the end of his life, only before 15 days before his passing away, I heard he has said to some of the close devotees, those devotees told me, 2 devotees were there, that Maharaj told them that at Institute of Culture itself, 2 days before, Maharaj's room was just adjacent to the shrine of the ashrama. So Maharajji would do his japam sitting in his room itself. After finishing his japam, he would go to shrine and offer his pranam. So when 2 days before he went to the shrine to offer his pranam, he had the vision of Holy Mother. And I have heard this, but how to cross-check? Devotees sometimes such an incident, important incident, this will spread like anything, so we should verify it, whether it is true or not. So I was waiting for opportune moment, but I am not having. Then one day, towards the end of his life, Maharajji won't go to office in the evening. He would not go to his office. In the evening, he would stay in his room. He will study. If there would be any class, he would go straight to the hall to give his classes. So sometimes we would have to go to Maharajji's room to get important papers, important letters to get them signed. So I went to him. After 15 days, within 15 days he passed away. So I went to his office to get a letter signed. And somehow I am trying to direct the discussion to Raja Maharaj, Swamiji, or like that, so that the topic comes. And it did come. Maharajji said, "Do you know, I like Raja Maharajji very much. I like Raja Maharajji very much. I like Raja Maharajji." He is continuously going saying this. I like Raja Maharajji very much. I like Raja Maharajji very much. Raja Maharajji ko khub bhal lage, khub bhal lage, khub bhal lage, khub bhal lage. Repeatedly he is saying. Have you had the vision of Raja Maharajji ever? He did not say that. I asked, have you had the vision of Swamiji? No, I have not seen Swamiji. But later I heard, he told somebody, and somebody means who is there at Rijli, Shuddhatma Prana. She was there long at Institute of Culture, and so much she worked. To her and one Shushan Walters was there. To them, he has said that he had regular vision of Raja Maharaj. And whenever he would be any problem regarding administration, he'd go to Belur Math and he would pray to Raja Maharaj at Raja Maharaj's temple. His idea was that he's still that administrative head of the entire order. And he used to say, he has said to them that I feel that Raja Maharaj is answering to me. So he said that.
Did he ever see?
Huh?
Did he ever see?
Probably he has seen. That he did not tell me clearly. But regarding Holy Mother, he said, I had vision of Holy Mother.
When he first went to Belur Math?
No. Physically, no. In physical body, he has not met Raja Maharaj ji. He has met Mahapurush Maharaj, Akhandananda ji Maharaj, Vigyan Maharaj, and probably, Sharada Maharaj also he had not met. No. So, then he said, you see, for long I had a desire that I receive a mantra from Holy Mother also. He was initiated by Mahapurush Maharaj. So when I was at Narendrapur, one day I saw in a dream that I am holding Holy Mother like this in my arms and coming down the stairs in Swamiji's room, backside, which we monks use, coming down the stairs in Swamiji's room, holding Holy Mother in my arms. Then I asked Maharaj, why are you holding Holy Mother in arms? Well, that was not clear in dream. Maybe Holy Mother is very dear to me, that is why I am doing that. Or Holy Mother was unwell, that is why I am doing this. But at that time, Holy Mother's face was here, near my ears, and Holy Mother gave me a mantra. And I repeat the mantra given by Mahapurush Maharaj as well as given by Holy Mother. Then he said, he's going on saying, Then he said, when I went to Jairambati last, when Horipada was alive, Horipada means Swami Prema Rupananda. He was his cousin. Horipada Maharaj had passed away before Maharaj. I was after Mongol Arati circumambulating the temple. At that time I saw Holy Mother is standing before me. I was thinking, is it Holy Mother? She looks exactly like Holy Mother. So I am looking at her and thinking like this. But she is Maya, Mahamaya. So she cast her Maya on me. Then this thought crossed my mind. It is not good to stare at a woman for so long. So I cast my glance downward. As I looked up, there was nobody. I am so unfortunate. Then Horipada was coming from that distance. from opposite distance, opposite direction. So I asked him, Haripada, did you see a woman to go that way? No, I did not see it. Then he said, I am so unfortunate that I could not touch mother's feet. And mother's eyes, they were so bright, you're saying, just like glass. Her eyes are so bright. Then he said that, for which I wanted to hear from him. Only day before yesterday, when morning time I went to, after my japa, I went to the shrine to offer my pranams to Thakur Mayan Swamiji. I saw mother is standing there. Did you see mother standing face to face? No. Mother stood, sideways. It was mother. I asked, are you sure it was mother? Mother said. So these things that happened, at least we have heard from some monks that really they could see God or see Thakur Mayan Swamiji. They could. So this is a great inspiration from us. And what to say? Regarding location, I'll say that he has all love and inspiration. All love and inspiration. He'd always encourage you to do good things. He will give you all freedom to do work. And if you help others, you would be very happy. So, surely this is my good fortune, that not only I have seen some of the great sadhus of the Ramakrishna order and have been able to be in their contact. And regarding Bhuteshanandaji also, one thing I heard, and Bhuteshanandaji was a very rational kind of person. So one day, Suprabhat Maharaj, I heard it from Suprabhat Maharaj. The Suprabhat Maharaj he has personal Shevak. The Suprabhat Maharaj was asking him, Maharaj, you did tapasya at Uttar Kashi. Did you have any experience? Generally, when you think of experience, something startling we like to hear, like this, seeing Thakur, mother, etc. So they are expecting that. Then Maharajji said, yes, if you can take it as any supernatural, any special experience, you can take it. One day I thought, today I would not exert my effort exert any effort. Today I will not exert any effort of my own on my mind. Then they are asking, they are all young brahmacharis, then what happened? I found that the mind remained where it should have remained. They could not understand. What is that? What do you say? That I found that my mind remained at the feet of Thakur only. You see, that is a great achievement. That is a great achievement. What do you do during our meditation? Mind goes away and draw. Mind goes away and draw. He did not apply any self-effort, but mind remained at Thakur's feet only. So everything has been accomplished by him. So these are the few words. Okay. Very glad to be here. As Stuart Maharajji said, that we know each other since long. Very nice days we had at Institute of Culture. Okay. With pranams to Stuart Maharaj.
Can we see if they have any questions?
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can reply. I'll try. Not that I'll be able to do. So I'll be standing here? Okay, no problem. It has been too short, as if expected.
In your YouTube, I saw a lecture you said about Kalpataru. You said Thakur's Kalpataru is different. Can you please explain?
Kalpataru. Yes, it is there in Lila Prasanga. Kalpataru means it is not the mythological Kalpataru Thakur was. Because the mythological Kalpataru, whatever you want, indiscriminately, without any consideration. I mean, without the Kalpataru will give you whatever you want, whether it is good or bad, whether it will do good to you or harm you, without thinking that it will give. And to mythological Kalpataru, you have to want. Unasked, it does not give. So Thakur was Kalpataru, it was Ram Datta and other household disciples, they said that this incident was Thakur's being Kalpataru. But what Sharadanandaji said, that is correct. That first of all, Thakur, nobody asked Thakur for any blessings. That day Thakur himself said, nobody asked for Thakur for any blessings. And also Thakur did not grant whatever they wanted of dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So he granted only the supreme thing. May you all be illumined. So he is not that Kalpataru. And he was not Kalpataru only for that day. He was Nitya Kalpataru. Not only on that day, earlier also and later also, he blessed his disciples or anybody else with the supreme, with the blessings of supreme knowledge. So this, probably this I said. Still, the 1st January 1886 was a great day. Through that incident, Thakur proved that he is a Kalpataru with exception. And he is not Kalpataru only for that day, he is Nitya Kalpataru. What Sharadanandaji said, that is, I mean, correct explanation. Atma Prakashe Abhay Pradhan. Avatar, before passing away, he revealed himself, who he was. Because unless Avatar himself reveals himself, we cannot understand him. Because Avatar is always a mixture of Devabhav and Manavbhav. Without the mixture of these two bhav, two aspects, Avatar cannot be of real help to humankind. Suppose in him only that divine aspects are there, no human aspects. No human aspect like this, as he wept for Akhay. First he did not weep. He could see that death means that nothing happened to the spirit, nothing happened to the self, only the body was changed. So he did not, everybody was weeping, and he was not weeping. He was probably laughing. But 2 days after, he felt so much pain in heart. Thakur's Thakur's own expression, as if my heart is being wrung like a wet towel. Then what he said? That if, you see, I am a sannyasi, if so much pain I feel, then what the householders feel when the near ones pass away. So this manobhav should be there. Because of this human aspect, we can accept him as our own. But if he becomes totally like us, nothing extra, then with him we will not have any help. So he will have to be a queer mixture of divine aspect as well as human aspect. By divine aspect, by human aspect, he would come close to us, he will become our friend, and by divine aspect, he would lead us to higher spiritual goals. But that is why it is difficult to understand him as divine incarnation also. And that is why we find that in every incarnation, God himself, the incarnation himself, reveals himself. And when he would reveal himself, that is also determined by him. Thakur chose this day, 1st April, 1st January 1886, to reveal to the entire humankind that he was an incarnation. Before that, he revealed the same to his direct disciples, to not only to Narendranath only, to others also. Sharadani said that to many of us, he said it more than once, that he who is Rama and he who is Krishna is Ramakrishna in this form. Okay? Namaskar to you all. Nice to be here. God willing, I'll be coming again and spend a few more days. Okay. And if you come to Belur Math, you can see me, of course, after meeting Thakur Ma, Swamiji, President Maharaj, Vice President Maharaj. Okay. This way.
So we're very grateful to Maharaj, even with his bad throat and cough and everything, to spend some time with us. And he'll be leaving tomorrow morning. They have to drive all the way back to Toronto. So, yeah, so we're just so happy that they took time out to come. They were in Ridgely yesterday to drive all the way down here, spend the day with us, and then go back tomorrow. So we invite everyone for a dinner now in the basement. You'll get a chance to see Swamiji there also. Thank you, Maharaj. Yeah.